And welcome everyone to another RRWC 2024 group match. We got Group G between Afro and Peter Dutton. And for some reason I don't have the screen for Afro yet. Because... failed to do what now? Failed to determine content classification. Hold up, what's that? What is that? Hold up. Let me first delay the match. What is that? Hold up. What is that stuff? Let me fix that. Wait, because it's not the correct channel. Okay, hold up. That isn't fixed in the link just yet. Un momento, guys. We can fix that. We're not complete idiots, right? We can do that. All right. Hold up. Just have to manually add that stuff and get an ad. Serves me right. All right. All right, we should all be good right now, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We had the wrong Twitch link from Afro in the spin link. Had to manually add it here. But yeah, double Miami here between Afro and Peter Dutton. Peter Dutton actually playing his last two matches already today. Versus Afro right now and versus Moo later today. And then he's already done with the entire group stage in, well, in a week. Less than a week, which is pretty insane. Look at these lifetime performances real quick. Afro, a big Miami lover, has played Miami 5 times, 2 wins, 3 losses, PB of 7 minutes. Peter, on the other hand, also played it 5 times, 1 win, 3 losses and 1 draw, PB of 16 minutes and 15 seconds. So yeah, it's double Miami. The stats do speak in favor of Afro here, so might be a slight favorite for this matchup. That being said, Peter Dutton has been performing incredibly well so far in this tournament. Already gathered a bunch of points and is looking good to qualify here for the knockout stages. This is Afro's first match of the tournament. She has scheduled, I pretty much believe, all of her matches already. But this is the first match of her, so we will see how she will do and if she can earn some points here. In this tough group, Group G, with first seed Moo in there and some other players. I don't know on top of the head, it's just too many players in this tournament. But we will see once this match is concluded. But yeah, double Miami. Hence, I had to use the Miami music for the intro. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. This could be very close. And yeah, Peter still isn't 100% qualified either, despite having gathered a ton of points. So yeah, big game for both of these players. Let's start with the first Miami here, and let's see what we have. Sierra Knox, kitchen knife as kitchen staff, and Robert Knox, electrocution as suit. That's not too bad at all. No crazy kills. It is a suit start, however. But yeah, this does look like most of the time we will see players kill Sierra first and then head for Robert Knox and exit with the helicopter. This spin, however, is one of the ones where I'd say you start by killing Robert Knox first. We might see just see a peekaboo on the, what is it, 3rd floor? That little side facility room, or whatever you want to call it, with that sink in there. But yeah, both players loading in at, well, pretty much the exact same time. So mirror gameplay, using the same start as well, which makes a lot of sense, the Dolphin start. And they do look to be making their way up to Robert here. See Afro shooting a camera. Peter Dutton is doing the same, which makes sense, right? Because if you make the peekaboo here, you don't have to go up and worry about cameras like at all. Or like you don't want to have to go up and fix that stuff. Does look like Afro is opting to climb through the window and will shoot the laptop here. Both of them are exactly, actually. And they both shoot the laptop at the same time. It's just mirrored gameplay so far. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Gregory. I think that's the play here with this timing, right? Just the peekaboo there with the sink. But yeah, both players opting not to. Also looks like both players are just opting for a peekaboo here. So yeah, it's just really mirrored gameplay. The exact same strategies being used here by both players. Afro is being caught trespassing, and Robert runs away. He doesn't run any further and goes into the puddle. So that is a big lead for Peter Dodden here. Very unfortunate moment. Got caught jumping out of the window. And yeah, he just ran off. So very unlucky moment. That being said, Peter Dutton is ripping as well there, trying to knock out one of those guards. So it's all equal. Slight lead here for Afro. 15 seconds roughly in-game time lead. So yeah, 2 early lips for both players, and it's all open again. Which you would love to see. Otherwise, Peter would have had a big lead there already. Doesn't look like they're gonna change their approaches. But we will have to see here. I mean, both players have mentioned that they both like Miami, and with this spin, they must feel anxious already that they have ripped. They must assume that their opponent is well ahead at this point. Little do they know that their opponent ripped as well, and it's pretty much equal here. But yeah, the mind games are definitely a factor in roulette matches as well. Might force you to rush, even though it's not needed. But again, they don't know that. We know that, but they don't know that. Clean peekaboo here for Afro. He's just waiting in here right now. And that is the Robert kill done for Afro as well. Robert's guard is seeing the body of Robert as an accident. It's not a hostile, it's just trespassing. So she's free to walk through. He's occupied. Takes care of the cameras as well. Very cleanly done. And we should see Peter getting the kill pretty soon as well. So yeah, both players have Robert down. Big whoosh for Peter here. Makes it a bit difficult for himself. I much prefer the pathing that Afro took there. But just going indoors. And like, again, Robert's guard just seeing Robert accidental death. So he can just walk through. So yeah, very nice patting from Afro there. So he's looking to obtain the kitchen knife and kitchen staff. Luckily, both are within reach. We do see Afro going for the sugar here, which makes a lot of sense as well. In the meantime, Peter Dutton is actually changing disguises, whereas Afro stayed in the suit here. So, little easier for Peter to traverse the map here. That being said, still a solid lead for Afro here. It's about 15 seconds. I'm assuming both are gonna be using sugar. We see Afro picked up the sugar already. And in that case, like, there's no really much variation with how fast Sierra will come off the track. Unlike Robert, where the timing matters. So yeah, this is all in Afro's hand. It's only 15 seconds, but that should be enough. Both seem to have pretty similar loading times as well, so that's not gonna make a big difference either. Both only had one rip. Afro cleaning out the kitchen here, gets into the kitchen staff disguise, has the kitchen knife as well. And now it's just a matter of entering the garage here and initiating the sugar lure. And yeah, Afro should be out in the next 2 minutes. And I like how similar their approaches are. Like the strats are pretty much mirrored gameplay. Peter as well using the blue egg to clear out this area. So yeah, their loadout and their approach to this spin is just identical. Biggest difference here is, of course, that Afro ripped earlier the first time, which got her like a 15-second lead. And she had some better pathing as well initially. Although Peter has been catching up, judging by the in-game time here. He's not too far behind in-game time. But yeah, Afro's still in the lead here. Is working on getting the Grandstad mechanic here. Even calmers him to be extra safe. And we'll put in the sugar right now. We're gonna see the animation that we all know. Especially the roulette players have seen this animation far too often. Despite shot gaining in popularity as well. Sugar is just solid all around because it just always works. And yeah, just the same approach as Peter is just like 10-15 seconds behind still, which will be enough. Again, the loading times were very similar. Both had only one rip, so it all comes down to Afro successfully pulling off the Peekaboo here for Sierra, which looks like she has. Yeah, she will bring Sierra here. That was like the last scary moment here for Afro, I would say. She's just a kitchen knife throw and an exit away. And as I say that, oh, this is scary. This is scary. Will anyone have seen that? Oof. This is a scary moment for Afro. She is still green though. She did save it. She is still good. But it does allow Peter to catch up, if only a little. Ooh, that was a scary moment there for Afro. Oh my god. Well played though. What a save. Yeah, if that, like chat is mentioning, if that was a no KO, that would have been such a sad rip. And we do see Afro finishing. This is looking to be a photo finish, however. It should still go to Afro with this lead. But yeah, identical gameplay pretty much. And we do see Afro finishing with a RTA of 8 minutes and 42 seconds. Peter, we see, is just out as well. Finishing with an RTA of 9:02. So 20 seconds difference. Which should be enough, but technically it is a photo finish. Let me do my admin duties as well, guys. Actually, it's actually 20.6. All right. Hey, photo finish time. You love to see it. Loki hoping that Peter will just wave here. I mean, his loading time shouldn't be exceeding 20 seconds. But hey. Might as well calculate them, right? It's only 2. Give me a moment, guys. I'm on casting and admin duties, so just a moment. Luckily, it's only one rip from both of them, so this shouldn't take long. this is looking like very similar loading times here. Yep. Yep. So that is Afro taking the first Miami. And now we're off to Miami. Let's set all of that up. That's all done. Apologies for the lack of engagement there, chat. Adminning and casting and then counting photo finishes is a bit much. All for one person. So, but we're back though. So yeah, that is Afro taking the first Miami. Now on to the second Miami. It's cool to see that both players have picked the same map. But yeah, Afro, very first match of the tournament, taking a crucial first 2 points here. Peter Dutton, as mentioned before the match started, has gathered a lot of points here already. Is looking good to qualify. Still wants to get some more points in to be absolutely sure. But I don't think that Afro wants to allow that to happen. But yeah, a second Miami here. It is the group stages, so again, all 3 maps will be played regardless of the scoreline, and each point is crucial to the group standings in order to qualify. Each group has 8 players. The top 4 of each group will qualify for the KO stages. And we're about 40 seconds away. I see we got a raid as well, so welcome everyone. Welcome to a Roulette Rival World Championship 2024 matchup. Enjoy the show. It is amazing Hitman tournament gameplay. So welcome. I hope you all enjoy. We just played the very first map of the second match already today. We had an early match a couple of hours ago between Janini and Flyview. And yeah, another busy day, as always, with the group stages. We got like a total of 224 matches across the span of 3.5 weeks. So it's absolute roulette Hitman madness. And we got the second spin arriving here. And it is Sierra Knox, Amputation Knife as Ted Mendes, Robert Knox, Scissors as Street Musician. Okay, kind of awkward here with both Ted Mendes and the Street Musician. Like, both are disguises you kind of want to get straight away, right? Like, you load in at the Dolphin start and you want to go for them. But now you have both of them. And you have the Scissors and the Amputation as well. That is... I mean, there are Scissors at the entrance of the Kronstadt building. So that is not too bad. Like, you should opt for... again, it is rare, but the second spin as well. Robert first here. Like, Street Musician, Scissors, Robert should work out. There is a Scissors at the lobby here. I'm sure both players are aware of that. But yeah, it is a bit awkward with disguises here. And Afro did load in first. Is opting to go for the Street Musician straight away, which is which makes perfect sense, honestly. Peter Dutton is opting to do the same thing. We should see an ass shot here for the Musician. No, Afro is... Oof. She wasted a valuable trank there. And that might cost her, because she's still gonna need a trank for Ted Mendes as well, ideally. I mean, it can be done trankless, but that's definitely a setback. Peter Dutton is having even more issues here with the Street Musician. Wasting both tranks and didn't even get it. So yeah, again, just like previous map, even though the lead is even bigger now, but Afro is leading here. Is opting to already secure that Mendes disguise here as well. Which, you know, makes sense. And we even see, like, Peter isn't even gonna bother with the Trank anymore. He's just gonna use the blue egg on the street musician. Still keeps other Tranks as well. I mean, the spin is super loadout free, right? Like, the scissors and the amputation knife are both on the map, so you don't have to bring anything for the kills themselves. So you can bring all the sedatives that you want. You can bring a snail, a blue egg, a calmer, and you still have a loadout slot for a pistol. So it's all good. Yeah, Afro in the meantime is in an awkward situation where no, and she does get ripped. Yeah, a subdue is loud there. She tried to knock out the guard first and then get Ted Mendes, but a subdue is loud. Ted Mendes heard it, turned around, spots her subduing the guard there, and it is a restart. And just like that, Peter Dutton is in the lead for the very first time in this matchup. Is not opting to peekaboo Robert there, even though that seemed like a perfect timing opportunity for him to do so. Instead, is using the good old laptop, which, you know, always works. So no fault there on Peter Dutton's side. Robert Knox is entering the balcony or the rooftop, whatever you want to call it. It's probably a rooftop. Doesn't have the scissors yet, though. Peter Dutton doesn't have the scissors yet, and that's a huge waste of time here on his side. Does have Robert Knox isolated, but having to go back down to retrieve the scissors and back up will allow Afro to fully catch up here, if not even take the lead. And there's a scissor there as well. Today I learned that there's a scissors there. I never knew. Okay, this isn't too bad at all. I take my words back. Well done, Peter. Well done, well done. I had no idea that there was a scissors there as well. I need to study hit maps more. But that is the first kill by Peter Dutton. That's Robert Knox down. We'll have to get Ted Mendes now. Takes care of the evidence as well. In the meantime, we do see Afro securing the Ted Mendes disguise already. This time not knocking out the security guard. It still looks a bit... Ooh, and it's a big whoosh. And she is just opting to knock out this guard. This guard should be safe here, I want to say. I don't think anyone comes here. That being said, you can just hide her. Afro, please don't pull a T-Nord and actually shred the guy as well. Don't do it. Like, please don't do it. No, she doesn't. She changed into the security disguise, however. And back into the street musician. And we do see Peter Dutton getting ripped. He tranked Ted Mendes there, right in the open, but a lot of eyes on him there. Does get spotted trying to take the disguise, and that is a rip. And just like that, the tables have completely turned yet again, and Afro is in a big lead. And yeah, that's the beauty of roulette, right? One mistake, no matter how far ahead you are of your opponent, one rip, and it's completely turned around there. And this is all in Afro's hands at the moment. Huge lead with 2.5 minutes in-game time. She is walking up as the street musician here, and we see another quick restart here from Peter Dutton, who missed the calmer shot on Ted Mendes here. Afro too late here for the peekaboo. Actually opting to use a trank on the Kronstadt guy. Seems like a bit of a waste of a trank. She should just be able to get through this window. Didn't get a full whoosh, so the guy will turn around. But yeah, is missing the standard timing here. Is not going up for the laptop, however. We see something very unconventional from Afro here. And I'm all here for it. Is retrieving this scissors. Apparently there are just scissors everywhere in this building, which kind of makes sense. Will she be... she did get a peekaboo on this guard here. a ton of scissors that I've never seen before, which is which is kind of fun. Looks like Peter Dutton is having some issues trying to obtain the Street Musician disguise as well. But also, even if he gets the disguise here and changes, it still leaves Ted Mendes there in this hallway as well, which is just super, super awkward. And again, like this disguise combo is just all kinds of awkward, really. Definitely gives both of these players some problems. But yeah, Afro still massive lead. Did obtain the scissors now, is in the Street Musician disguise, will sabotage the laptop now. Will get Robert to this rooftop. And we should see a kill. Like, yeah, Robert is on this floor as well. So we should see this kill in about 30 seconds from now. Afro does have the Ted Mendes disguise downstairs waiting already as well. Amputation knife is at the medic area, which is very close to the Kronstadt garage. So that shouldn't be any issue. I feel like once Robert is down and you obtain the Ted Mendes disguise, like the rest is super, super basic in the spin. So we shouldn't see many things go wrong here anymore. Of course, it is still Hitman. And stuff can always go wrong. We do see a slight whoosh from Robert, who did turn around. Spots the knockout on the guard. Luckily, the door was closed. No one is any wiser here. Does get the first kill. Changes into the guard disguise. Will go down to retrieve the Ted Mendes disguise. And that is the first kill done. Yeah, Peter Dutton in the meantime is making his way up to the laptop again as well. Will go for the same scissors, I reckon. But yeah, did leave the Ted Mendes disguise in a super, super awkward spot. So it'll be interesting to see how he will retrieve that. Lot of potential rips in these Hitman maps, as always. Roulette is not easy, ladies and gentlemen. Especially when you're playing in a tournament match with all the pressure on you. There's just so much that can go wrong. So much to keep track of. It's not easy at all. So big respect to everyone who participates in these tournaments. It is high level Hitman. And we do see Peter Dutton getting two clean knockouts. Has Robert isolated. Will change into the guard disguise to retrieve the scissor and get the kill in about 30 seconds from now. Meanwhile, Afro has retrieved the Ted Mendes disguise. Will be making her way to the Kronstadt garage. Is actually opting to go this way as Ted Mendes. Is trespassing here. Does it flawlessly though. No issues whatsoever. Hops the wall and is back into the public area. Doesn't seem to be opting for the dongle, so she will retrieve the sugar again. So, yeah, I mean, interesting pathing, but I don't hate that at all. That's fine. That worked great. Yeah, in the meantime, Peter Dutton has killed Robert as well. Is still far behind and still needs to retrieve the Ted Mendes disguise. Let's see how he fares with that. There can be some annoying NPCs walking around here. Which is the biggest issue of getting the Street Musician in general later on. But it seems to be completely clear for him. Which is just amazing timing. Does turn these around. No issues whatsoever. And he gets the disguise as well. Still massive lead for Afro here though. Looking very good for her. Did make it into the Kronstadt garage. I believe she picked up the sugar already as well. So yeah, this is all in her hands again. Is playing it extra safe, even hiding this Kronstadt mechanic here. Which, you know, is fair. Still needs to retrieve the amputation knife first, however, but that shouldn't be any issue. Like, it's in a little side room here. No one should spot her. There we go. That is the amputation knife. Meanwhile, Peter Dutton is picking up the smuggle. Is in the right disguise, but is still like a good minute or so behind. Does have a better in-game time than Afro, however. So solely based on in-game time, he is doing slightly better. That being said, it doesn't really matter if your in-game time is better if your opponent just finishes the spin first. So that's all irrelevant. And Afro has initiated the sugar for the second time in this match. She did it once before in the first Miami of this matchup. Let's see if she can get another clean peekaboo here on Sierra. And preferably some less scary moments with the actual kill there, not like last time. Does change back into the Ted Mendes disguise. Meanwhile, Peter Dutton has successfully entered this side of the map as well. But yeah, it's still just too far behind, I feel like. This is all in Afro's hand. Does get the peekaboo on Sierra. And no issues this time. She walks in cleanly. Doesn't spot Afro. And there's a throw. And she's even gonna box Sierra to be extra safe. So the other two mechanics that are working on the car won't spot her. Which can happen if you exit the door. And yeah, this is all in Afro's hands really. Very well played. And yeah, Afro is taking both Miamis here. And in her very first match of the tournament, she already secured 4 points, which is just an absolutely amazing start of the tournament here. And I'll be right back because I got some admin duties to do, chat. I'll be right back. And we're back. Admin dude is done. So yeah, Afro taking 4 points out of Miami. I'd say a lot of people somehow expected that. I mean, Afro is known for being a huge Miami lover. And she did her part, taking the full 4 points here out of the double Miami. Now on to the third map, which was chosen by RNG. It is Bangkok. And yeah, let's see if Peter can somehow gather at least 1 or 2 points here from this Bangkok. He's still looking pretty good with the amount of points he's already gathered in order to qualify. But the more the better, right? In terms of certainty. This is Peter Dutton's 6th match already. He is the player with the most amount of matches played already. Of course, 7 is the max with groups of 8 players. And he is playing later today versus Moore as well. So after today, Peter Dutton is done and will then just have to wait for a couple of weeks for all the rest of the matches to finish to see how he will eventually end up in the group here. Which is, I mean, if you're at the amount of points that Peter has, can be a bit, how to put it into words, excruciating. Because at that point, like, you've done all you can, right? But you're not sure if you're going to qualify. It depends on the results of all the other matches in your group. But yeah, Afro, very strong start there. Of course, looking to make it a sweep in a very first match, which would be a great start of a tournament. We have Bangkok, the spin has arrived, and it's Jordan Cross, loud sniper rifle in the suit, and Ken Morgan, fall hotel staff. And this is on the more difficult side of Bangkok spins. I would say it can get a lot easier, but it's also not that bad. And like with this combo of fall and hotel staff, like you wouldn't be able to blame the players for just going for the mission story here. Just getting the hotel staff disguise and luring Ken up back to the suite. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing this from both players. Of course, Ken Morgan does have other options for the fall kill as well. You can do it at a patio, which is a bit risky. You got a lot of eyes and a lot of stuff you have to take care of to do that successfully, but definitely a good option. The other option is, of course, luring Ken up to the glass roof, the most recent way found by Crescent to do it. But yeah, Peter Dutton has loaded in first here. In the suit. Will be making his way up to Jordan Cross here. I don't like Peter smuggling his loud sniper here and unpacking it here. I much rather have had him smuggle it in the recording booth. If I'm being completely honest. He is making it close for the Jordan peekaboo timing. Still makes it, however. Does get a full peekaboo there. We see Afro had a quick little restart. Is loading in as well in the suite. I mean, this spin does kind of dictate the order of things you do it in. Like, you just want to get the Jordan kill over with, right? And after that, well, you have tons of different ways to do the Ken kill. It's going to be interesting, however. Meanwhile, successful peekaboo here from Peter Dutton. And we do see a restart from Afro. So, loud sniper kill in. We should see the shot and the box here. There we go. Is still in the suit disguise, though. So, him getting out of here might get a little tricky. Still has the sniper on him as well. Does drop it now. But now, exfiltrating through this way might be a bit wonky as well. Where did that one recording crew go? I don't see him yet, which was kind of like Peter's plan. I reckon, like to just subdue this guy and then get out of there. But he is nowhere to be found. Is opting for a peekaboo instead. Which, you know, is fine, but make sure to sedate him, because otherwise he will get found. He does have a calmer, however. Peter is aware here. And Afro just is just not going her way as of right now. A little bit on the struggle bus. She was flying on both Miamis. This spin isn't that easy, however. Does have some issues, but yeah, big lead here for Peter Dutton. Is running into some enforcer troubles. Big bushes, doesn't get caught. It's not trespassing, so no issues there. And we do see the guard taking Peter's briefcase away, which is just kind of rude, honestly. But yeah, let's see which hotel stuff Peter is going for. And yeah, for the first time, this is, oh, well, not technically the first time. We had a moment where, on the second Miami, where Peter Dutton was heavily in the lead as well. Ripped shortly after, however. This time around, we do see another sedative being used for these two NPCs. Obtains the hotel stuff here. And yeah, huge lead for Peter here. And will we see some mission story action here on Peter's side? He is in the hotel staff disguise. Ken is right there outside. I like the awareness of Peter here. Always spam instinct in roulette, guys. Enforcers paradise everywhere. And yeah, this this does look like a mission story from Peter here. And I can only imagine that he will be going up to his own suite and do the fall kill there. Just makes the most sense. Bangkok is horrible in terms of fall prompts. You got a lot of stairs where I feel like there should be like fall elimination prompts. But IOE just failed to add those, or it was an oversight, or whatever reason, they aren't there, whereas they should be there. So you are like somewhat limited in terms of fall opportunities. And we do see another rip from Afro, sadly. Bit on the struggle bus on Bangkok here. And yeah, massive lead for Peter here. We do see some really roleplay action on his side. This is taking forever. All promising when Bangkok went to Colorado Hables. Yeah. Guess it's just a resource thing here, right? But yeah, let's see if Afro can successfully get to Jordan this time around. Meanwhile, Peter, slowly but surely, is luring Ken up to the suite. Has to throw a distraction here. Ken won't go much further than this. He will complain. Is throwing a coconut here. Does get Ken. Of course, Otis won't go for distractions here. Is blocking the door, however. And Peter being super safe, even calmering Otis here. Then subdues Ken. Is patient there. Does wait until Otis is completely sedated. And we just a little drag. This can be seen by the people down there. It's not the case though. Still green guns. And he even changes into Otis here. And yeah, pretty much nothing can go wrong here. I don't believe Otis has any enforcers on his way to the exit. And that is Peter taking at least 2 points from this matchup. He will be happy about that. Afro won't be happy about this Bangkok at all. But still can be really happy about taking both Miamis and 4 points out of her first match in this tough group. So, all in all, I feel like both players take something out of this match and can be somewhat happy with the result. In terms of the group standing. And we do have Peter Dutton finishing Bangkok first try, sub 7 minutes in-game time, 7 minutes 42 RTA. And that is the end of the match. So GG's to both players. Let me type it in the Discord as well. I'm multitasking like crazy, chat. It's absolutely insane. I love doing it though. And yeah, that is the match of this Group G. Let's see what that does to the group standings. So, like I said, Group G. And it has updated yet already. So yeah, Peter Dutton has played 6 matches now. Is on 24 points, which is just an average of 4 points, which is absolutely amazing from Peter Dutton. I don't think, with all due respect, that lots of people have predicted how good Peter Dutton would perform here. It's incredible, really. And with 24 points, he should be pretty certain to qualify, although some crazy scenarios can happen where he doesn't. In the past, we had it 3 times where players with 25 points still did not qualify. But 24 points is looking very, very good. If he can somehow manages to take 2 more points in this match later today versus Moo, which is going to be incredibly hard, but then he should definitely be safe with 26 points. On the other hand, Afro played her very first match of this tournament, of the group stages here. Wins it, takes 4 points, and is off to a great start as well. 100% win rate and 4 points. Is currently in the 4th spot. We do see Moo 16 points after 3 matches. Elf 5 points after 2 matches. Rocky in 5th place currently with 3 matches from 1 game. David Red Sox 2 points out of 2 games. So he's still an amazing player. Still has a lot of catching up to do. And yeah, it's definitely not an easy group at all. And yeah, 4 out of the 8, the top 4 out of each group will qualify for the KO stages. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this match. Like I said, I think both players can be happy that they both took some points out of this matchup. And yeah, it's looking great for Peter, and it's looking like a great start for Afro as well. This was not the last match of the day. No, chat. We got a ton of matches still waiting to be played. First off, in 46 minutes, We got Big Machete versus Crazy Vidacia on Bangkok, and I don't even have to mention the other map because we all know what that map is going to be. Shoutcasted by Afro and me as co-cast. After that, we got Peter his last match, as mentioned, versus Moo on Dubai and Berlin at 4 p.m. Central Europe Summertime, which is in roughly 4 hours, casted by Deadly Muffin Man. After that, Nezuko versus Chrome. We got Howison versus Alex Hiller, Zerun, Vanium, Oh Shit Man versus Dynamos, Linux Penguin versus Chris, and I believe there's even another match or two later tonight. And as you can see at the bottom, another 76 additional matches currently scheduled, and that's not even all for the group stages. So yeah, this is day 7 of the tournament, of the group stages. Day 7 of the group stages, I should say. Group stages last for 3.5 weeks. So we still got, after today, 2.5 weeks of matches, and with like a total of 224 matches across the periods. It's roughly an average of 10 matches each day. So just an absolutely insane amount of roulette action, guys. In the upcoming weeks, if you're bored, trust me, there's always some roulette action going on. I want to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this match. Again, GG to both players and good luck to all the people playing today. As always, keep an eye out on Hitmaps. It will show all upcoming matches in your local time zone, including a link to the shoutcaster once it's assigned. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the day, guys. I'll talk to you later. Ciao, ciao.